Hey everyone, this is Casey. Welcome to the Come Up. I have with me today my beautiful co-host, Crystal.
Thank you.
Hi. And we have Justina Valentine and Loso today as our guests.
To start off, to tell everybody a little bit about yourselves and just how you guys are connected. So Justina Valentine does music, right?
Yes, ma'am.
And how are you connected to Loso?
So basically, we're actually twins, but then we got separated. And no, I'm playing. So I'm a recording artist, I'm a singer, rapper, songwriter, just all around entertainer. I've been doing my thing, putting in my legwork, beating this pavement. And Loso and I met by a chance of fate one beautiful day. I was shooting a music video, and the director I was working with was like, I'm gonna bring in a makeup artist, which I normally don't like to do. I don't like anyone to touch my face or do anything to me the day. We gotta have a trial run, you know?
Right.
But I spoke to Loso, I checked out his Instagram, he checked out mine. I said, oh my gosh, I'm dying to work with someone with red hair. And he looked so cute, and like I saw some of his work, and I just got that feeling like it would be okay. So I'm in, we borrowed someone's mansion to shoot the video, so I'm in the house and I'm like laying out some of my clothes, and this fine Dominican boy walks in the room, and I'm like, who is this? And so I'm like, hey, and he goes, hey girl, and I was like, oh well. So ever since that day, I mean, he slayed my face, which is funny. We shot this video so long ago, but just, you know, with projects and different singles being priorities, some things just get kind of pushed back while other videos and songs get released. So we're actually about to release this video now that was shot about a year and a half ago.
Wow.
But we fell in love that day, and we've been brother and sister ever since. We just both have the same passion, the same drive, determination, work ethic. We've broken nights. We shot a calendar that was a 30-hour straight shoot.
That's exactly what it was. Like, you know, they booked me to do makeup. And I think I was going against someone else. And, you know, well, do you guys have like a stylist? Do you guys have like, you know, people who are gonna like help you put your vision together? And he's like, no, not really. And I'm like, you know what? Well, that's how I'm gonna make sure that they hire me. Let them know that, you know, my friend does styling. Let them know that I can bring this and this and that. And that's what it was. We got there that day, and I saw her. She was so pretty in person. I was like, oh my god. I was nervous, but then it was cool because once I did her makeup, it was just like all of a sudden I took initiative. We're gonna start fixing all the looks because we didn't like what the person who was doing it did. So we're gonna rearrange it. I'm like, is it okay with you if we kind of like put this on instead? And she's like, oh my god, I love this. And that's kind of where it started. And all of a sudden by mid-shoot, there was a big anaconda, a big snake.
Yeah.
What?
Scared, you know. I was still doing makeup on her while having a damn snake. I passed my
Loso was
fear. I was like, this big ass snake. And then all of a sudden, we, you know, as we saw the scenes, I would be like, maybe we should do it on this side. And then she's like, you know what? You're right.
Look at you.
Being coachable, he was able to let something go and trust his vision.
Yeah, you know what it was? I do so much, you know, for myself as far as business goes, promoting. I write all my own stuff, you know, I write for other people. So for me to have someone who could come in and be like, okay, here's the vision I see for your image, and then for him to have someone who's like his canvas, because you know, he had all these amazing ideas and everything else, but he needed someone to show it on. It was a perfect marriage of what I needed and what he needed.
I definitely see it, especially following you guys on Snap. It's just like I express it with him all the time. It's like, it's a dope connection. I see the energy you guys bring to each other, and it's like, it gives each one of you guys a certain motivation in the areas you need it in. The relationship is different between you and her and Abby as well. It's just,
I'm the nicer one, Aggie's the bitch.
It's just, it's dope, and I really like it. I was like, we gotta have them on the show. We have to, because it's a beautiful, I see it just flourishing. The brat. I know she was somebody you met early in the game. Tell us a little bit about that.
In the midst of putting out my original music and my original projects, when I get moved by a song that comes out that I just gravitate toward and I really love the sound of, I'm known to do a remix to it. I did a remix to All Gold Everything by Trinidad James. You know, gold all in my chain. So I did a little dirty version where I was like, hoes all in my range, hoes giving me brains. So it was very raunchy, you know, and out there. So I put this song out and this video out, and it went like little viral online, you know, got like a couple 100,000 hits, and World Star picked it up. One day I'm on Twitter and the brat DMs me, and she's like, yo, you're fresh, like I fuck with you, that remix you did is so hard, this and that. So me obviously being hype and, you know, having people like the Brat and Lil' Kim and Lauryn Hill and stuff as such huge influences to me and my music, and as an artist, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna seize this moment real quick. And I was like, you know, if you really fuck with it, I would love for you to jump on it with me, you know, jump on the remix. And she was like, I got you. And I was just so hyped. And then from there, she was like, well, who else would you see on the remix? So immediately I'm like Lil' Kim, because Lil' Kim is my whole time. So anyway, you know, I wanted to get Lil' Kim, but Lil' Kim at the time, I think she was like taking a break. I know she had reached out to also, I believe it was Trina and Shauna. And Shauna came through,
I like
killed
her
it.
too.
I love Shauna.
But they're not the only A-list rappers that you dealt with. You
Oh,
started
right.
a song last year with Fetty, no?
Right.
Candyland?
Right.
I did my research.
I
Go
love
on.
That video is our baby.
Yeah, so I mean, shout out to Fetty, you know, we're both from Jersey, from the same area, we recorded the same studio. That was really, really a dope, amazing look.
How did you get him there with you?
Well, we recorded in the same studio.
Oh, okay.
So, I mean, we bump into each other sometimes at the studio. I had actually texted him 2 tracks of my upcoming album. It was Candyland and one other track. He was in the studio one day and they were just talking about artists in the area, and someone from his team brought up my name and they're like, oh, she's dope and this and that. So he's like, yeah, she sent me this dope record. So he started playing it on his phone, and then Sean was like, oh, let's play it over the speakers. They plugged it in, and they were like, well, you might as well do your verse now. My brother Shy called me, he owns So Amazing Studios. He's like, oh yeah, Fetty's laying his verse to Candyland. I was at Walmart, I was so hyped. I bought the whole pack of the shirts. I bought the rack out, like, give me all these $4 shirts. All of them.
I want him in every size.
She came to like he jumped in the video too, which was really cool of him. And, you know, definitely one of my biggest tracks, if not my biggest track to date. So shout out to Fetty. Futuristic, I have Fetty, I have Fred the Godson. Shout out to Fred.
The dope lyricist.
Yup. We're actually about to work on something new. Mano, both have Mano on the track. Shout out to Mano. So yeah, I think that's
I
what
see you
I
putting
do
in that footwork.
Yeah, I'm working,
That's-
girl. I'm working.
I see it, and I respect it.
As I was looking through your videos and stuff, I was gonna say that the themes and like the ideas behind the videos are so dope.
That's
like,
where we get to you
they're
now.
so
Hello.
dope. And I'm totally confused. I'm like, where is she getting this from? Like, this is dope.
It's also a collab.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Like,
That's
we
right.
here.
Yeah,
Because I
definitely.
think the most important thing is the fact that I know her so well.
The connection,
Like, I know
exactly.
what she likes
We
and
know.
hates and this.
We definitely
so,
know.
And you know what
yeah.
we do that's really dope? For instance, for my news video, I came up with this treatment. I sent it to Loso. He's like, I love it. He'll add his stuff in. He'll hit me. He came up with the treatment for Need Me, Canada. He'll send it to me, and I'll be like, okay, let's throw these little things in. So it's always like
You know
a
your
meeting-
direction.
It's always
and
a
then he
meeting of
gets
the
it and
mind.
goes from there.
Yeah. Sometimes he'll write out the entire treatment. I'm like, okay, that's perfect. Let's go with it. Sometimes I'll write the treatment, and he'll be like, okay, that's perfect. Let's add this in, and
Makes
like the
it
video
so
directors
easy.
love us because
Because
we're
so-
giving them the
yeah,
treatment.
yeah.
Right. So it's
Like,
like
this is what we want, so just do.
I want to hear about your little run with Wildin' Out. How that
Yes.
roller coaster ride went
Well,
out.
I was there for the whole
Yes,
Yes.
right. That's why I wanted to talk about that. How was it as a female one?
okay.
That's the one.
Yep.
And as an upcoming female, where people might be like, who is she? Like, who's this girl that's
Right.
been wilding out?
The whole Wild 'N Out experience was amazing. One of, if not the dopest thing I've done, yes, thus far in my career, yeah. So, basically, you know, I had to go through all the trial process, which is, it's a lengthy process. It's like 3 tryouts, and then they're like, okay, keep these dates open, we're bringing you to LA. So then I'm like to everyone, all right, I'm out, I'm going to LA for a month. Then I get to LA and they're like, okay, so this is the final round of tryouts. And I was like, oh crap, I told everyone I'm gone for a month. Like,
She didn't
I
even tell me that.
and then after we did like, you know, a few weeks, a week and a half or whatever workshop, we started filming. So we would film like 2 episodes a day, and it was always like fast paced, fast moving. You know, a lot of celebrities are on the season, like really, really good, fun celebrities. And it was just an amazing experience, like to be with the cast, the veterans of the show, to be amongst the celebrity guests they had to see how Nick Cannon works and like his whole squad. It was really inspiring.
And behind the scenes of all of that,
Loso was beating his face every day.
so basically, that was one of my most favorite things that I've done. Not only that, it's where I really learned and understood the how to hustle for what you believe in, and the work that it takes to kind of push yourself to that, that mark. Because you're around all these people who do all these things, and you're like, oh God, am I gonna fuck up? And
That's what I respect. I see it, and it's like you're not stopping. It doesn't
So
matter who's with you.
we gotta get
We're going.
back.
And honestly, one thing I want to say about Loso being there with me for that experience, it was like, you're on the other side of the country.
My first time too.
Everyone on the cast is new to you. So having my brother with me and that support system to be with me,
You needed that.
it was very important. It was vital. It was, he made sure, our spirits are always good when we're around each other. So just having his energy, it was like, he kept my energy up, and, he made it a completely different experience if he hadn't been there with me. So I'm so thankful to him for that. And side note, Loso was hustling making he did like 10 Wild 'N Out girls makeup.
I would
That's
make
good.
flyers. I would
You
make a
didn't know-
Snapchat.
Wait,
I would do something
wait,
like
we gonna
sword.
silence this real quick. Another day, another dollar.
Book.
That was the main reason behind me wanting to have both of you guys, because I've discussed a
We were
bunch of
excited.
projects.
Both of us, cute.
Yes, I've discussed a bunch of projects with him that I wanted him involved in earlier when I met him through Sino GVI Films, who's bringing us this beautiful day.
I love seeing
Yes, GVI
her.
Films, Sophie.
But it's so cool that like you guys are super close, you guys work together, and it's a teamwork, because a lot of people these days are like, I'm gonna do this by myself. Granted, you can do it by yourself, but how amazing is it to have somebody next to you?
You know what they say, you want to go fast, you go alone. You want to go far, you go together.
And something I've always said, and I don't know if Justina remembers, but I've always said I would rather be a turtle in a race than a rabbit.
Yes, I remember. You remind me.
I always
We're the turtle.
say that. I'm okay with
We're
being
the
a
turtle.
turtle. You know why? Because at the end of the day, a rabbit finishes the race, but a rabbit is just there. He won whatever. He's there. He's waiting for the turtle. The turtle is going through obstacles. The turtle is perfecting its craft. The turtle is making sure that everything is perfect. And that's why I feel like, and that's why when it comes to us, it's just like, literally, it's all like it's all minds put together. Like that whole Needed Me video that we just dropped, we're like at 30,000.
That's
Girl,
dope.
45,000.
$45,000 dope.
And like people on Snapchat, which is I'm cool about Snapchat. People on Snapchat saw, because when we have videos, we have fun.
The kissing scene when Aggie and
It took a
Loso
long
kissed,
time for us to do.
they had to do it like 8 times.
'Cause I didn't wanna kiss.
Our Snapchat
You didn't
was
wanna
so
kiss?
big. Of course he did.
Because it looks like my
Can we do a
sister.
video together?
Yeah.
Well, you know what it is? A lot of females come on to me, but I'm not.
Females love it. Females love
Give
it.
Aggie a kiss?
I'm that video, yeah, I'm that Needed Me video, yeah. But
I'm
I just
talking
seen
about this.
we haven't posted it yet, but there's a video where I'm like, no.
So I wanted to ask you something, super changing shifts here. On a serious note, in 2014 you dropped a song called Freedom, and in the video you had like clips of Eric Garner and stuff like that. What's your ethnicity?
I'm mostly Italian and then part Yugoslavian and then just a bunch of like random stuff.
Did you get a lot of like backlash from doing that video? There will be the simple mind on the internet to be like, well, what do you know about that?
Right.
You know?
That's a really good question. And Freedom is definitely one of my favorite tracks, I think, of all time. That was on my project before Scarlet Letter. That was on Red Velvet. To be honest with you, no, I really didn't get backlash over it. I think if anything, it kind of showed that I've been aware and conscious of these issues since, obviously since before 2014, but having those clips in that video meant a lot to me because I was on tour when the Eric Garner situation happened, and when I saw that video, I was just so heartbroken for our society and for Black people and for his family. And one thing that I think is important for people to know is that this shit is not new. What's new is, this is what's new.
It's good that you can voice your opinion, and being that
Listen,
white, black, it doesn't matter, but like voicing your opinion on it, to me
Matters.
it matters.
Here's
Yes,
the thing.
it's a good thing.
if you have a certain amount of following, and if you don't voice your opinion, it's
It's your duty
irresponsible.
to.
Yes, I agree.
It's irresponsible, and it's just, there's no explanation for it. I saw a great tweet, this Chinese kid tweeted. He said, you know, you don't run through someone else's funeral and say, I too have felt lost, and you don't go to a cancer benefit screaming, well, what about the other diseases?
Right.
You know what I mean? And I thought he kind of
Very-
put that
very
in a funny
good.
way that, you know, pinpointed and made sense. So
But I'm very happy you freestyle. Freestyle is everything to me. I actually sit home on YouTube and watch rap battles because
I love rap
I
battles.
love
Did you ever think
rap
about being on
battles.
URL?
no, I would never do a rap battle.
No? I think you can hang with the big boys though.
When you do a rap battle, it's not freestyle. They sit home, they write about each other, which is cool. There's an art in that. But that's not what I do. I'm not trying to sit home and spend 3 hours writing disses about you. Like, I just want to
Go
portray the
ahead.
art and portray the act of freestyle. And yeah, so it's just
Men, Newark,
Relationships.
Jersey.
Jersey.
Yeah.
Men, Jersey,
Rappers.
and
Nine Jersey rappers.
and your hustle.
And Monica.
Yeah.
Okay. And then after I hit those, you can feel free to throw words. Anyone in the room. That includes
You know I
you.
got an 8.
Okay? Hey, it's the come up. Justina Valentine. Okay, yeah. New York City to Jersey. Let's go. Hey, yo, it's the come up. You better watch when I rum up. I'm trying to get this bread to get my crumbs up. I'm with Casey, you see I'm with Crystal. I freestyle, my brain is like a missile. I don't got no pistols. Yeah, you know I'm on that P shit. I'm like, do you understand that capiche shit? Italiano sing like a soprano. She coming right from New Jersey. I'm playing on that piano. Listen, I got Loso on my right. That's my ace. A spade, you know we do it like all day. We don't play no games cause we book. When we walk it's like they look shook. We on our look like we on crooks. We chillin' in Jersey. We do our thing, they know that we worthy. Can't beat us in a derby. So my girls, they doing it. We got the music shit so they know we moving it. Little homie on the side, he make it right. Creative director, he in the hustle, get it right. Get it all night with them Air Force Ones. I do my thing so I'm ready to run. Cause it's all about the hustle, the grind. All of the time I get it from like 9 to 5 and then 5 to 9. I never stop with it. I'm off the top with it. Watch how I rock with it. Saying that I'm hot with it. My brother Loso with the knot with the popo. Matter of fact, where did you go though? I didn't hear you. Black Lives Matter. My pocket's getting fatter. I might get at ya. It's not a hashtag. We gotta live that. We gotta bring it back. Watch how I flip that. All the lives matter. We need equality. It ain't about the money. How big your wallet see? I tell the government no, we ain't loving it. They in the White House. We know they all bubbling while they struggling. Off on the street, we gotta get it one time. Yeah, the girl is the beast and on the beats. Watch how I eat. You wanna talk about men? I ain't talking about them. I'ma talk about them. I'ma talk about 10. She a dime with it. Watch how I rhyme with it. I'm off the mind with it. New York City, what's your time with it? We in LA, we sure we about to grind with it. We got a video, another one out. It got 45K. Yeah, that's what we about. Can't hear cause they really amazed, but it's the come up. So yo, shout to my shorties, shout to my boys. I'm hot, sweating, woody, dripping off my head, dripping off my head. It's all off the head, ripping off my head. I'm about to get the bread. Justina Valentine. I got a new album. Listen to that shit like it's new volumes. You better take it though. Scarlet Letter though. That's that real shit now. I wouldn't fake it though. Shout to the girls and having me up. Matter of fact, it's the come up. They know that we up. And if you feeling down, check our snaps. We gon' put your ass back on track cause it's the come up.
Tell everybody your social media so they can follow you.
Before we go, I just want y'all to know it's 100 degrees in here.
That
So,
too.
follow you, girl. My name is Justina Valentine. Thank you, ladies, Casey and Crystal, so much for having me on the come up. I'm on the gram at Justina Valentine, Justina Valentine, like the holiday. On Facebook, it's Justina Valentine. Twitter, Snapchat, and SoundCloud is all Justina Music, Justina Music. I got a new album out. It's called Scarlet Letter. Support that. iTunes, Google Play, Scarlet Letter.
You guys can reach me at I have 2 Instagrams. One is a styling page, one is more of my makeup and my creating page. One of them is Loso _MUA, LOSO _MUA. The second one is called Style by _ Loso.
LOSO.
My Snapchat is just like my Instagram, is LOSO _MUA. My Twitter is Loso on the Rise. Hashtag that Loso on the Rise, because you'll see everything I've done.
Dope. Make sure you guys follow them. All 20 of Loso social media accounts. Make sure you follow them.